The headlock. Bring a man here. And then you just...
Who is this man that has me in a headlock? Of course, you know I could get loose anytime I want, but it's not often I get a chance to get work out with Madison's national champion wrestler. Meet Sailor Arthur Thomas, two-time holder of the Texas regional title in professional heavyweight wrestling. He was recently selected for entry in Chicago's Wrestling Hall of Fame. This year he received the Distinguished Citizens Award by Area Blacks. Although Sailor Thomas still works out, I asked him to chat with me about his 20 years of professional wrestling. Let's join Sailor Thomas in a look back. How long have you been wrestling, Sailor Art Thomas?
Well, since 1954.
And how did you get interested in wrestling?
Well, I have to put it this way. It was, he's no longer with us. He's passed on. Jimmy Demetral made it possible at the time when I was working out at the Y. Go back a few years, let's say about 48, and he used to see me work out, and he used to come in and ask me at time to time would I like to become a wrestler. And at the time, I just wasn't interested, and so I decided one year to go out to California, and I went out, and while I was out there, I was a pro promoter, a wrestling promoter out there, and he seemed to also think I had it, and so then it made me think, so I said, well, as soon as I get back to Madison, I'm going to go see Jimmy, and I'm going to ask him when he work with me and train me and see what I have to offer. So he did, and so I went from, I was in 54, and I guess it's taken me 7 years before I got a name. So after 7 years, I was offered to go out to Washington, D.C., and while I was out there for 5 weeks, and I proved the point that I had the potentials, and so I was given a chance to wrestle a fellow from Germany. At the time, his name was Red Groupie. He had a name. He was winning at the time, so I had to beat him in the Madison Square Garden. To be exact, I would say it would be around February in 1961. So after I beat him, I got a name for myself, and at that particular time, we had promoters from all over the country at the Madison Square Garden that night to watch this upcoming new wrestler, which was me, and so I proved what I had, and from there on I started, getting offers all over the country, and so pretty soon I, was winning, and I had a match with Buddy Rogers that same year at the Comiskey Park. We drew, I guess, 31,000 spectators, and that was quite a crowd we had. That was the biggest crowd I think we ever drew at one time in wrestling history.
As this portrait illustrates, the man has quite a build. As a result, he was selected Mr. Black Adonis in 1973.
Of course, I'd work out 3 times a week, and then I was always in good shape, and that means a lot too. Yeah. And I'm still keeping in shape. I've cut my training down to about 2 days a week. So I got to stay in shape if I'm going to still be in the ring, and I have to, because you got to be prepared for whatever, And I got to say my strength has carried me quite a long ways in this profession. I mean, and I can remember when I first started into the professional world, you have a lot of jealousy. This is with every sport, and when the new rookie comes up, all the older fellas are trying to hurt you, and so I didn't know as much as a lot of these old-time wrestlers. They'd get me in the ring, they'd try to break an arm or leg, but I would muscle out of it. I'd be strong enough to get out of it, but But at the time, I didn't realize the the fundamentals of the holds and how to get out of them in the proper manner. So I would get out the hard way, but I had the strength to do so.
Mm-hmm. What are some of your favorite wrestling holds?
Well, let me see. Sometimes I usually use the bear hook. That's my the one I put on them is the bear hook. That's usually at submission is usually my finish. I mean, if I can get that on them, I usually make them give up. Yeah. Then you bring him down. Well, I won't. It's a slam, but I won't get him up because I'm just just showing you, just going through. Let me see what else. Did I show this one? This one. Oh wait, here's one here. This is a takedown here. Now this is another wrist lock, and you step in here, and you want to bring a man down. You sit back and roll him over, and then you can go into a head scissor, catch him on the mat with a head scissor, You know, that's a double wrestling.
All right, Sailor Thomas. Next time I won't be so easy on you.